See, then I'll just be starting to fight kids, bro. I'll just have
difficult.
a Royal Rumble and start beating children up, bro. And I'll be in jail.
Yeah, no, you can't. Unfortunately, you can't be doing that stuff anymore.
What's happening, guys?
What's up?
Happening.
Happy
Just move it a
Tuesday.
little bit closer there.
Closer, like that.
There we go.
Happy
Okay,
Saint
sweet.
Monday.
I feel like I'm going to deep throat this thing, bro. It's a bit hectic. Is that better?
Perfect. Sweet, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. We got, we got a teacher. We've got a writer.
Clean cut Tolly.
Clean cut Tolly.
Clean cut Holly. Clean cut Skolly. Whatever the fuck you want to call me.
Do people even know your real name?
Some do. Yeah. I used to have my name in my profile on Instagram and TikTok, and then I just took it out and just prefer the what do you want to call it? The Clean Cut Skolly name.
So does everybody, when they see you now, they're like, oh my word, Clean Cut Skolly, can we take a photo?
Yeah.
Or is it
Clean Cut
just
Skolly
that?
or Skolly?
Or Skolly.
Skolly!
So they literally
Skolly,
shout.
my bro, I'm your biggest fan.
So they
my
shout
boys.
from the other side of the
Oh,
club
bro,
and be
it's-
like, hey, Skolly, yo, I know you. Yo.
Hey bro, I love your videos.
Oh my word.
But that
I love
you
it,
were
bro.
telling us before that's literally the case. So you get
Yeah.
people coming up in the club. You
Like
get
crazy
people,
now, bro.
And like in the shops, is it more the club? Is it more the?
So it's happened like a few times at the shops and stuff, but it's definitely more clubs. Every time I go out, guaranteed there'll be people wanting to come say how's it, take photos, which is lekker. Like Shame, it's quite funny because like Shame, a lot of guys are like, Shame, bro, like I don't want to bother you, can I get a photo? I'm like, fuck, of course you can get a photo, my bro.
You can get a photo, but then you buy me a drink.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah, that you can actually use to your advantage.
I need to start
and be
doing
like,
that,
listen,
actually.
yeah, let's take a photo, but can you give me a drink first?
Yeah.
Then we can have one together.
But
know?
usually what happens is people just want to buy me shots anyway, which is also dangerous because before I know I've had like
30
10
shots.
yeah, 30 shots, whatever, and then it's like, hey, it's like 10 o'clock and my night's already over now. I'm like, the O's talking to me, staying there, I'm looking at him like there, bro.
Yeah.
You said you had quite a hectic weekend, eh?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
it
actually,
was-
starting off with St. Paddy's Day on your birthday on Wednesday.
yeah, so I'm born on St. Paddy's Day, so...
But you Scottish, eh?
I'm Welsh.
Wait, Welsh,
yeah.
yes.
So born on St. Paddy's Day, so the beauty of that is I never have to plan a fucking jol. There's always a mad jol going on. So yeah, Wednesday went to Molly Malone's in 4 ways. Fucking best St. Paddy's Day jol I've been to in Joburg. Fucking, they
And,
go,
how old are you now?
fuck 35, bro.
35.
35.
Yo, we definitely are young, bro. Wow.
It was actually, so it was my 25th birthday on Saturday.
25th.
So 10
On
years.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you for
Oh,
last
wait.
week,
What's
bro.
that, the 20th?
20th, yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Lekker.
So, I mean, now, bro, you got on St. Paddy's Day. Did you have people this time you went out approaching you?
Yeah, well, every time I go out, people approach me. Every single time now. And then, yeah, bro, like people want photos. People will buy drinks. And then, yeah, bro, again, like you get... So a lot of people are just really, like, cool about it. And, like, actually very respectful. Like, hey, man, I'm sorry to bother you, whatever. I've never actually really had anyone be, like, a dick about it. Or, like...
Yeah.
There was one kid on Saturday, I think he got a bit too excited, but he was a bit too drunk, and he was like...
Really like grabbing you.
Yeah,
Be like,
grabbing
bro.
me. He's like, rah! And I'm like, bro, just chill, bro. I'm here. It's cool, dude. Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Get a photo, just chill, bro.
Can you imagine
Let's
that?
get a bit excited.
Yeah,
bro.
that's when the drinks are flowing a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
there. They get a bit,
And you had
a
4
bit
ways, bro. I was
crazy.
getting up there, bro.
Especially
I've
in
had
4 ways.
when
It's
I
lit
used to
city
go
there,
to
bro.
Truth, bro.
What's that?
When I used to go to Truth,
Oh, I love truth.
those guys. So there was when I was still in varsity, and I kind of was getting a name in the industry. Then people used to come up to me and, "Are you Jesse Pretorius?"
Yeah.
Or, did you do WBFF? That kind of stuff. And then there's this one guy who's actually neighbors to Manya.
Yeah.
And he comes up to me and he's like, "What's up, bro?" He like grabs me behind the shoulders.
Oh,
He
no,
starts
you see
shaking
that.
me.
Yeah, it's getting
So,
hectic.
so I just pushed him away. Then he went away. Then he was sour. And then he like went to Manya. He started crying. He's like, "Bro, I didn't mean to offend Jesse. I didn't mean to do this."
Shame, bro.
And I was like, "Bro, this guy's so irritating." And he came up to me about 50 times that night, apologizing, saying, "I'm so
shame,
sorry.
man.
I'm so sorry." But then he goes and does it again.
Yeah, he probably
Was
just-
he really drunk?
Yeah, very.
Oh, that's
drunk.
why he
I
was
don't even know if it was
apologizing.
drunk. It looked like he was rushing on something else.
Yeah. I mean, if he was on truth, he was either really drunk or really high on something.
Or a mixture of both.
Or both. Probably both.
No, that's like there's no personal space. Like it's a different story if you go to the person you like. What's up, bro? Are you this person? Do you mind if I don't mean to bother? Can we just grab a quick photo?
Yeah.
Like leave it
Yeah.
at that. Don't fully grab the person and be like, oh my gosh, bro, we need to take a photo, like ricking them to like no, there's just that personal little bubble, especially on a night out. Like,
I know, for sure.
You don't want, but that's why I say I don't know how you, like it's nice, it's cool, like you take a first couple of photos, but then when it's repetitive the whole time and it's like, okay, shit, I actually just want to chill, listen to some music, dance a bit, have a few drinks and chill. Not have to stand up every time and be like, okay. But I mean, that's the perks of the industry, or that's the what happens.
My thing is kind of like, I don't get too bleak about it because like I do love my fans, and also without them I don't exist. So, and I do just like to fucking socialize and get along with everyone anyways, you know. So if I just want to come up, I'm like, yeah, what's up? But then like I'll be like, hey, cool, lick up a boy, and then like walk away. Like I won't like stand around and you know, I'll be like, I'm with my friends now, I want to go get lit with them now.
Have you had people that maybe taken it a bit too far?
Nah, just that one guy on Saturday who was just probably a bit too drunk and a bit too excited. But otherwise, everyone's liquor, bro. I've never ever had anyone tune me about a skit that's offended them. Nothing.
And Chris, bro, you obviously brushing shoulders with kids at school.
Yeah.
Where did they go now? Because obviously when we were in, you know, grade 10, 11 and 12, going to, like, as you were talking about earlier, Madison's, that kind of stuff, you know, where do they go now?
Dude, to be honest, we don't even know. Like, it's a discussion we have with all the teachers who go out drawing on a weekend and that, who want to go have
avoid
a few
the
drinks.
kids.
It's literally a game of try avoid the kids best you can.
Yeah, because you're still young, bro. How old are you?
I'm only 25.
You're still young, bro. You're still going out and jawling.
That's the thing. So I would have to say, like, my club scene and club days is behind that I've gotten out of my system. But now it's more like just go to a bar, have a couple of drinks with mates, and leave it at that. But nowadays, you literally, wherever you go, there are always some of my school kids somewhere. So, I mean, even
how
the one
is
day.
that when you see them?
Look, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be a complete dick to my students.
Yeah.
If they are in matric, okay, I'll put it this way. The one night I went to Scrooge at Rock Cottage.
Yeah.
It was last year, November. Matrics were out in their finals. And I went to Scrooge there, chilling, having a few drinks with mates. And one of my matric boys comes up, "What's up, sir? How are you?" And I was like,
"Sir,
what's up, my boy? Aren't you out in a final on Monday?" "Yeah, no, sir, but we've got to live it up before we write." I was like,
"We got to live it up."
So I was like, you know what? Who am I to judge you at the end of the day? You do what you want to do. If you're going to pass, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
I'm not worried about.
If you're going to fail, that's also his problem.
If you're going to get drunk now, you've got tomorrow to recover. You graft.
Well, bro, we had a similar story here the one night. I don't know, where did we get back from? And then that one student was here.
Yeah. The one night, I don't know where we were.
I don't even think we went out.
I didn't even know.
But we got home at about, it was like 12 at night.
So one of my students was pissed, walking up and down the street here. But he obviously stays here. Yeah, obviously stays here. And I was like, comes there, sir. He saw me when I went outside to get something for my car. And I was just like, dude, are you drunk? "Yeah, sir, yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah, have a drink."
And he's in grade 10, huh?
Yeah, grade 10. And I'm like...
Your student was offering you a drink?
And he's offering me, I was like, "No, my boy." Nice. I was like, "No, my boy, I'm sorry, I can't." And he's like, "Why not? I was like, "Dude, just go home, go relax, go chill."
And he was with a girl. And that girl looked so uncomfortable because she's like, "This is my..." Did you know her? Is she a student?
I didn't recognize her, but I knew him. And I was just like, "Dude, you need to go home, bro."
Yeah.
I was like, "You are absolutely finished." I was like, "Please just go home."
I wonder where the rents were. Are the rents at home?
I don't know. That's
or the rents
thing.
don't care.
It's either the rents don't care or they were out somewhere. And he was just like, "Cool, the liquor cabinet's open. Time to grow up and get all this." So, but I mean, like, you speak about where we go, and I'm not, like I say, complete dick to the kids. I will, if I see them, they're in matric, I'll be like, "What's up? How are you?" And carry on and leave it at that and let them do whatever they want to do. Obviously, if they start becoming a bit of a nuisance, then I have to kind of bring out my teacher side and step in and be like, "Okay, listen, you need to calm down now, bro." Like, or, you know, anything like that. But we always, like, I used to go to Chicago's, put it that way.
The Chicago's around here?
Yeah, literally down the road here on Bayers Nordia. Used to go there so often. That used to be the watering hole. And now I look and it's literally just mama tricks. Not all there. And I'm just like, okay, well, I definitely won't be going there anymore.
Yeah, I know, bro. But also, like I was saying earlier, bro, I have so much respect for you guys, bro, because if I was a teacher, bro, I don't know, be in jail for beating up kids, bro. Like, fuck, if I had to deal with kids who were like me in high school, because I was such a puss at school, bro. It's like my one teacher, I can't remember her name. When I was at Camp Spare High School, there was I think she was my English teacher, and I was just such a dick to her. And like, I was just a teenager, you know, growing up. I was also good, I guess, going through a lot of shit at the time, and I was just such a fucking pussy. And if I saw her today, I actually would go up to her and hug her.
Apologize.
And I'd say, I'm so sorry for being such a pussy in your class.
But that's the thing, dude.
It's interesting though when you know reflect back
In
on your
hindsight,
life and you think back and you say, yo, you know what? I was such an
dick,
idiot,
dude.
bro. Why
Yeah.
did I do this? Why did I do that?
Yeah.
And I mean, so I actually, interestingly enough, I studied with Chris. So I actually studied
Yes.
education as well.
Okay, hectic.
But when I never had the intentions of really being a teacher,
Yeah.
I just tried to apply for a degree. It was a BSc degree. My maths was terrible. I never got in.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, well, I got in for education degree with a little bit of sports science, you know, molded into it. Let me just do this and then see where it goes. And then
Yeah.
my final year, we had to do pracs. And I had to go to a school. So it was the Glen in Pretoria. And it was so difficult because I knew I didn't really want to be a teacher.
Yeah.
So, but I had to do this to get my degree. So I was, you know, it was difficult for me to actually care about these kids because I didn't really care about them.
Yeah.
But also I had to care because I needed to pass and I needed to do well. So then, like, there was times where I literally said to the kids, I'm like, guys, I'm here on my practice.
What age are they?
I was doing, it was grade 11.
Okay.
So it was grade 11 life orientation. I tuned these kids. I'm like, guys, I do not care about you. Like, I don't care about you. I'm
I just want to
honestly...
get my degree.
Yeah, I was like, guys, I'm here because I have to be here.
Yeah.
If I leave and you fail, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
That's your life.
Just, I had to bribe them. I literally had to, because obviously the lecturer comes and watches you and watches how you teach.
Your interactions.
Exactly. So then I'm like, guys, I will buy you all chocolates if tomorrow you just shut up and pretend to listen to me. You can do whatever you want once the teacher leaves. Just please listen to me. Because this was also, I think it was a government school. Like the whole dynamic was different. You know, it was all just, I was just like an outsider in the school and I kind of just didn't fit the type of student that was in the school.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm this young, white, 21-year-old boy coming into the school and like, I didn't really deserve their respect. What did I do to deserve their respect?
Yeah.
I'm just this kid in here. You know, sometimes their girls in their grade show me more attention than the guys. The guys get jealous, and the guys don't like you even more. Then they misbehave in your class even more.
Oh my gosh.
So it was difficult. So I was like, guys, I will buy you all chocolates. That's cool. Then the other class heard about it.
We also want chocolates.
So they came to me like, so we heard you
debt.
giving the other class chocolates. You better give us, or we're not going to behave in your lecture class. I was like, geez, like.
See, then I'll just be starting to fight kids, bro. I'll just be
It's
have a roll
difficult.
around and start beating children up, bro. And I'll be in jail.
Yeah, no, you can't. Unfortunately, can't be doing that stuff anymore. It's nowadays. It's
How do you guys feel about that?
What,
corporal
like?
punishment.
Corporal punishment.
So
I'll probably be dead. I would have been beaten. Would
No,
have
so
been cuts for
let's
days.
say you have children now. Would you, give a little smack for misbehaving?
100. From my side,
Yeah.
100%. I'm not. Look,
For me, it depends what they
Yeah,
did.
yes.
If they broke into someone's house or stole something, I'll probably give them a clap. It depends on the severity of the situation.
So did you get hidings when you were young?
Yeah,
Did you?
yeah,
I
I
did,
got smacked, bro. If I was cheeky, even.
but only from
I
my
would
old man. And my parents got divorced when I was young, so I didn't get that many smacks. But if I got one, it'll just be from my dad.
Yeah. More dad side than mom.
Yeah.
Mom was the more protector side, look after. But mom was cheeky to mom. Dad, one smack, and I mean, my old man's hands are huge, bro. So
Bro,
when I felt it, I felt
Can I
it.
tell you what I
Yeah.
used to get hit with?
What?
A cricket wicket.
Okay, yeah, you see. Well, there you go.
A
Cricket wicket.
bro.
I was hit with a squash racket.
Okay, yeah, you
Decent.
see. So
Keeping it in the
With my old
sporting
man.
sphere.
Yeah. Is that like a thing with parents? You gotta have like a sports equipment, you like cricket wicket or a fucking
hockey
squash
My,
racket.
my dad or my brother actually, so he had like a walking stick. You know when you go away, whatever, there's those walking sticks that
Yes.
they sell on the side of the
Yeah.
street or whatever. My dad broke a walking stick on my brother.
oh my
Wow.
word.
What the fuck did your brother do?
I don't know. It's with my dad because he was Afrikaans or is
Yeah.
Afrikaans. His dad was Afrikaans. His
Yeah.
dad was literally born in the 20s. bro.
Yeah.
So
he would have
staunch
been
old
like
school.
old school.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my dad would literally like you would be like, go do the dishes. You don't do the dishes. He's like, okay, sweet, go to your room. You're getting a smack.
Yeah.
So, and also, interesting enough, I was speaking to a mate of mine who was also smacked as they were young, when they were young. And they now don't agree with smacking because they say, if you smack, you raise a liar. But I feel like either way...
I don't know. It depends on the kid, I think.
Yeah, it does, definitely.
You know, in life, I think there's no certainty to anything. You
Yeah.
try and raise your kid as fucking best you can.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys that I know who are full on drug addicts, and they had the most best parents and everything, and they turned out shit. And then you get people who have the shittest parents who turn out good. I don't know. And then sometimes you get good parents who do teach good and they do come out good. There's not, unfortunately, I don't think there's no guarantee in life for anything with parenting. It's just a fucking...
It's always going to be...
It's pretty much a gamble.
It's a gamble,
It's going to be one of the biggest debates for the years to come, you know? Whether you smack your child or whether you don't smack your child. I mean, I'm one of those people, like, I got hardings when I was younger. And I still believe, you know, like we say, depending on the situation, what the child has done, I will give my child a harding. And there are going to be parents out there that are going to be like, how can you hit your child? So on and so forth. But that's how I was raised. And yes, I don't agree with everything on how I was raised in certain aspects. But still, a little harding is not going to kill anybody at the end of the day. And it's, look, at the end of the day, it's the same thing as a dog, my bro. The dog does something naughty. You put its nose there, you give it a little harding. Cheers, Bob, the dog won't do it again. Same as a child. Child's done something wrong, you give him a hand, he's gonna have a second thought next time he wants to do it. He's gonna realize, oh crap, the last time I got a harding from my dad, I'm not gonna do that again.
Maybe it's also about communication, like, you know, talking to your kid and asking them, why did you do this? And then I don't know if you know, you say, okay, I'm gonna smack you now, but this is why. I don't know. But communication, I think, also plays a big role in how your kid turns out. If you can't speak to your child, if you don't have a good relationship with your kid, and then, you know, they're going out and causing havoc and you're not understanding why they're doing it. Are they just a naughty shit, or they're acting out on something? I mean, the majority of all the shit I did as a kid, and I did a fuckload of fucking shit, a lot of it was acting out. Just a lot of shit that happened to me growing up and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, man, again, there's no foolproof way of raising a child.
No, there isn't.
Fucking no foolproof way.
And I think that's what's interesting is, you know, having those consequences for the children. They need to know the consequences. So that's why I say communication is important. You need to say, if you do this, you know, you might get a smack. If you do this, you might not get a smack, but the ramifications of doing something, there's always ramifications. There's always, if you do something, this is going to happen. That's what happens in real life. You know, there's no point in not having these things with your children. Like, if you just, okay, my boy, you shouldn't have done that. Like, no kid is going to not do it. And then they're not going to learn, once they get into the real world, how the real world works.
And and then you get those kids whose parents bail them out all the fucking time, and then they don't learn their lesson. And then the whole life their parents are bailing out. Like, I watch a lot of serial killer documentaries and shit. And I've seen, like, a lot of, like, crimes where, you know, these young adults have committed crimes or whatever, but they come from money, and their whole lives, their parents have just been bailing them out because they've never been taught responsibility. They've never been fucking disciplined. So, and their parents just have money. So they've always been there. Mommy and daddy's going to bail me out.
But talk about sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so that communication thing as well. There was a video going around on Facebook. This father took his daughter outside of Walmart, and he sat her on the car because she had a little tantrum inside Walmart. And he had a full-on chat with her. And he's like, if you're going to act like this, it's fine. We'll sit outside on the car until you're done. And then he started speaking to her, like the whole communication thing, saying, okay, you shouldn't do this. Why shouldn't you do this? And then he speaks to her. How old are you? No, I'm 4 years old, 5 years old. So should you be throwing a tantrum for something in the shop? No. Okay. So we're going to sit here when you don't cry. And then she starts crying again. He goes, carry on crying. It's fine. We'll stay here.
No, can you cry for so long?
Eventually she stops and he goes to her and he says, do you understand what you did wrong? Yes. Okay, so will you do it again? No, I won't. And then it's like, okay, now we can go back into Walmart and we can go find mom and then we can carry on.
But I think that's the issue in today's society is, you know, you start crying in the shop. The parent's like, okay, what can I do instantly to stop
bribery?
Bribery.
Instant bribery. We see that all the time. It's like, child wants this. Child throws a tantrum because mom says no. Then it gets to that point where the child's screaming blue murder and you're like, okay, shit, I need to stop this child now. Okay, you can get the toy. And then you end up coughing, $350 for a toy? And you're like, that was not in my plans. We just came here for groceries and now they're like 350 rand toy. And
and now they're like, lekker, now I know how to get fucking toys all the time. Even when it's not my birthday or Christmas.
Yeah, it's constant cycle.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have kids. I do want kids eventually one day. But like, I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind once I have kids. But I don't think I'd get upset if I'm in a shop and my child's screaming. I don't know, I kind of find music to my ears. I'll just be like, scream, homie. Scream. I'll scream with you. Like, let's scream together.
So it goes obviously to your personality of not caring what people think.
Yeah. I will literally just, I'll be, okay, you just want to scream. Let's scream together, dog. Yeah. And then it'll probably be reverse psychology. And they'll probably be like,
yeah.
You must just go and
scream.
You must just go there and scream louder than them.
Yes. And then they'll look at them and be like, oh my gosh, what is my dad doing? Like, shit, I need to stop this.
The kid will be embarrassed. Like, my dad's so embarrassing.
Yeah, but it's true. Like you say, reverse psychology. They'll probably be like, why is he screaming? Or they can't understand why you're screaming.
Yeah.
It's the same as the baby. Like, my girlfriend looks after, like, family friend's baby. And the eyes start going, the tears start going. And I do the same thing back. And the baby looks at you like,
yeah, what do you do?
What the hell are you doing?
I'm supposed to be crying.
So it works.
I'm supposed to be crying.
Yeah, reverse psychology.
Well, you were talking about some of the messed up stuff that you did when you were growing up. You want to tell us a certain story that you're happy to talk about?
Shit, man. Just fuck. I mean, there's so much. I mean, I used to do a lot of graffiti as a kid. Sneaking out the house at like 3 a.m, getting high, spray painting on trains, spray painting on buildings, getting chased by police.
Are you autistic though? Is like the spray paint good, or is it just?
Said, am I autistic?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe you need an autistic character on one of your skits on Instagram.
Yo, you must see the cancel mob come after me.
That's true.
Not that I fucking care. So before I became a writer, I was a graphic designer, art director. That's why I graduated as at ad school. Okay. So I did that for like 4 years. And then while I was working, I studied copywriting, and I'm a writer in advertising. But I was always artistic, not autistic. And
but that being said, a lot of the time, autistic people are very artistic.
Yeah,
and it's very interesting how, you know...
And they are smart.
Exactly,
They're very smart.
And it's interesting how sometimes like there's no sexual barrier.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of just overtly sexual, which is quite interesting. And I think it's kind of... There's just no barrier in terms of what's accepted from society. And I think that's refreshing about autistic people is, you know, what you see is what they get, and how they're feeling in a certain situation is how they're going to act.
Yeah. But this is quite interesting that we're on the subject. So one thing I was chatting to with a mate the other day, and like, you know, if you see someone who's like retarded or mentally challenged, for a more PC way of saying it, or what the fuck ever, you know, you always feel a bit sorry for them because you think, you know, they're not really living a life, or, you know, they can't really do things. But like, I don't know, we were chatting the other day over a few drinks, and I was like, who are we to say? Maybe they're living their best life. They have no responsibility. Exactly. They don't have any anxiety or stress. They're just living in their fucking world. They always seem happy.
But also
they always seem fucking happy.
The degree of, you know, autistic that they have, autism that they have.
For sure.
But I mean, I know this girl, family friends of ours, she's severely autistic. Like she's probably, I think she's actually older than us. But she's like 27 or something. But she's, you know, an 8-year-old girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she cycles with her dad on the tandem bicycle. She does all of that kind of stuff. And she always is happy. She's always
That's
smiling.
what I'm saying. They're always happy, bro. And we look at them like, you know, you feel sorry for them. Like it's... But like, bro, they are probably living their best life, bro. They have no responsibilities, no job, no stress.
Yeah.
They're just... happy. I'm fucking riding a bicycle with daddy.
I agree.
Exactly.
You know?
Literally, we don't know.
So we could actually be the cursed ones.
Yeah. Literally, they probably look at us and they fucked up.
This guy has to have a job.
So they look at us and they're like, oh, actually, I feel sorry for them. You know, it's possible. It's literally true. Like you say, we do feel sorry for them, but they are living their best life.
Dude, I've never seen an autistic person or someone mentally challenged sad, bro. I don't know, all the ones I've seen are always happy, bro. They're laughing, they're fucking just living their best life, bro.
Speaking of, you know, not using the word like retard.
Yeah.
Have you heard that Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head, whatever, are no longer...
God, yeah, I know.
No longer allowed to have
bro.
genders.
Ugh, gosh.
Which is very interesting.
But that offends me, you see, because... I find that genderphobic.
Yeah, exactly.
I find that genderphobic, so I'm offended now.
It makes no sense. Like
all retarded. You can just flip the shit with everything. It's all garbage.
Everyone can get, you know, offended. And so I was watching a podcast where the word midget was not allowed. You have to use the word dwarf.
Yeah.
But now in South Africa, midgets will refer to themselves as midgets.
Yeah.
So it also depends where you are in the world.
Yeah.
Like here, No one cares. I mean, in South Africa, if you had to say, yo, you're not allowed to call Mr. Potato Head Mr. Potato Head, South Africans would be like, bro, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
But
we're not that leftist to go and
I
say.
don't know, I think America's just lost their minds, hey? Americans are just gone fucking crazy. And they just become so divided. Fuck, man. And then, then they're doing all these things, all these woke fucking twats are banning black people from being on bottles. And then I saw something interesting the other day. Like, someone was predicting now they're probably going to get offended because now there's only going to be like white characters on like products now. Like, we're all the black characters, but they've all been taken off because it's very offensive.
Who's banning what is the product,
So there's this Jemima's, Aunt Jemima, it's a product in America.
Yeah.
I think it's like syrup or something for your pancakes or pancake mix.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a black lady on the cover, but they've also banned that now. And then there was this butter where it had an Indian on it.
Yeah.
A Native American Indian, whatever. And they took that off because it's offensive. So then someone I saw on TikTok made a video which was quite interesting. They're like, now people are probably going to get offended because there's no people of color on any brands now.
Yeah.
But the woke leftists have all fucking taken it down.
Makes no sense.
Makes no sense. And so what if there's a black person or a white person on the product, dude? He gives a fuck, bro.
Yeah.
And at the
Doesn't
end of
matter.
the day, it is marketing. Like, if you are marketing like a certain demographic, advertise towards a certain demographic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you are marketing to the Corans of the world,
Yeah.
you're not going to have you
Totally.
as their
I'm not the market,
spokesperson.
bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
We all have our markets, our target markets, who we are, trying to sell to.
Yeah. No, I
It's
feel
just,
you.
but bro, they've just lost their minds over there, dude. I don't know what's going on in America. Like, I don't know. I kind of wanted to go live in America. I don't know if I do anymore. Like, I don't know, bro.
It's a
That place
special
is
kind-
gone
special
crazy.
kind of
I
folk
think
that
one
side.
weekend you cancelled.
Sorry?
In America, 1 weekend you're cancelled. Actually, probably not.
No, I don't think so.
You won't. No, you won't be because you haven't been cancelled here.
No.
There's people overseas who are far worse than you in terms of, edgy comedy.
Yeah. Also, I really just don't care. I don't know, dude. I live in the way I see life is if I can't express myself, then put a bullet in my head, bro. I don't want to be alive then.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you don't care, you can't get cancelled, bro. Like, I really don't fucking care. Like, I'm not out to hurt anyone. I do my comedy because it makes me laugh and lots of other people laugh.
Yeah.
And I want to make people laugh. I don't go and like purposely want to offend people. That's not what I'm here for. Cut Skolly started because I want to make people laugh.
Yes.
But my comedy is dark and it is edgy. And you know what? If it offends you, then just don't watch my content.
Yeah.
It's like, don't go see a stand-up comedian if you don't like their... I'm never going to go see a stand-up comedian if I don't like their stuff.
Yeah, no, but that's
It makes total sense. So if I'm making content on social media and you don't like it, just don't fucking watch it.
Yeah.
We all have our preferences. We're all allowed to have our preferences. And, and also, who the fuck are you that you're so important to cancel me? Who the fuck do you think you are? You know what I'm saying? These kids are just so self-entitled and like self-absorbed, and they just feel like their opinion matters, and because their little opinion now, something must be shut down. It's
But that's
mental.
That's the same as reality TV as well. So I don't know if you've been watching Love Island. So
I haven't, but I've heard it. The production is horrendous.
So
it's gone crazy, apparently.
Yeah, I've gotten into it, and it's the same. People are like, "How can you watch that crap?" I'm like, "Listen."
Yeah, because you love reality
Yeah, okay,
TV,
I
bro.
do, but we're speaking about that now. Like, you're speaking about people are complaining about it, and like, okay, if you've got a problem with it, don't watch it. I can tell you now, there's probably another 5 million people that are still watching it.
Yeah.
But it's reality TV. It's cuck at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But it draws me in,
And it does draw a lot of people. Like,
it does.
I don't watch that stuff.
Yeah.
And, I choose not to watch it. But I also have a lot of friends who do watch it.
Yes.
And I always say to them, dude, like, fuck, like, what are you seeing this? And they're like, we just enjoy it, which is fair enough. We all can watch. But fuck, people do love that shit, bro. Love Island. What's the Bachelor?
Bachelorette,
Bachelorette.
yeah. I watch
People-
all of that caca. I watch all of it, man. One of our friends is actually on Love Island. So Jesse's roommate from Pretoria, Sard,
Yeah.
is on Love Island.
Really?
And we were literally, the day it premiered,
Shocked.
he sends me a picture and he's like, bro, look at this. And there's a picture
Oh
of
my
Assad. And we were
fuck.
like, so I'm not watching Love Island at the moment for the rest of the cast and Love Island, and regardless of their crap, production and all of that stuff. I'm
Yeah.
watching it just for him.
Yeah.
Because it is honestly priceless. Like, you would never think
Do they shoot it first, the whole thing first, and then air it, or is it all live?
I think they're still there now.
I think they're still there now because
Okay.
he's a personal trainer at Gold's Gym. It's in Santon, eh?
Yeah, Santon.
So he's a personal trainer there, and he has not posted. Usually, like you'll see his posts on Instagram, it's usually him training clients or him in the gym or doing classes. He hasn't done anything for I think about a month now. So,
Okay.
So I think
'Cause he's just
they're
shooting.
there. But we were speaking about it the other day. We reckon it's about how long? Like 3-4.
Yeah, I don't even. So I know the one guy, Cage, who just left.
Yeah.
I actually DM'd him to try to get him on a podcast
Yeah.
because obviously it's fresh.
Yes.
People are talking about it. And so now he literally, since he left, I think he left last week,
Yeah.
is now back on his phone, back on social media. So I think genuinely, like when you're there, put your phone in a bucket and don't touch your phone. Don't talk to the outside world.
Because that's what I was going to ask, because obviously there was this, I don't watch the show, but I even knew there was this production thing and people were fucking laughing because you could see the cameramen standing in the background.
it
So
was
I was
the
like, do
stuff
these
up
guys know while they're live, like the whole world's laughing at them because the production value is
It was bad.
horrendous.
Like you could hear the camera crew talking in the background while they were filming it, and you're like joking. Like there was
Fuck,
a
that's
part as well.
hilarious.
I think it was in episode 2 or something. The camera guy ran across the other camera, like this, really, the other camera, and the how do you say, the voiceover guy that speaks, like the narrator of the story. He's like, and he's mentioned something. Oh, get out the way, cameraman, or something like that. And I was like, bro. But I think what they did is they took the first 2 episodes off. Because I tried to watch episode 1 and it said removed from
It was
catch
just
up.
so bad.
Episode 2, so I think they took them off, probably re-edited or did a
Yeah.
hell of a lot of editing to it and then brought it back on.
Fucking
Because then
hell.
it seemed better. There hasn't been any issues from there.
Okay.
So it seems to be running smooth. But it's different because, The Bachelorette, they post, like if you look at Franco, he posts every week. Okay, obviously it's been shot already, it's been done.
Yeah.
But they post like every week to say, okay, I haven't watched Bachelorette on tonight. Am I going to get another rose? Like obviously
It's in their contracts to say like, okay,
Yeah.
you're allowed to post, obviously not spoiling what's going to happen in the
Yeah,
episode, but
just
you can
how promote it.
You can promote that episode because obviously then it's just more
Yeah.
beneficial for them. But
Yeah.
as in terms of Love Island, it's kind of, they shoot a week, they probably post it the following week. They're
Yeah.
shooting that week while the previous
How
week.
does Love Island work?
So
Chris, explain, bro. You know.
Yeah, bro, you're the guru
you
in the
rock up.
shit.
So if you have to like start it from the beginning, there were 5 girls I think that come into the show, and then they bring in a guy, and the lady presenter will ask, okay, girls, who's interested? We'll use Assad as an example.
Yeah.
So who's interested in Assad? We'll make this easier for you to choose, and then they'll step forward if they like him. Then he has to choose a girl who he wants to couple up with.
Yeah.
So then everybody gets a girl, they all couple up. It's like chilled for the first 2 days. They all get to know each other. There's a few
And then
games.
they start having orgies or what?
Yeah, you see,
That's
I
in
feel
the final season.
I feel like
Final
American
season.
or like overseas Love Island, they show like you see those bed sheets move, my bro.
As a
When
pumping, bro.
South African ones, they've been a bit stingy with the bed sheets moving. So the bed sheets have been moving, but they kind of cut it out so you don't really see that.
Oh,
So
fuck.
the South Africans already like, no, we're not going to be showing such explicit content. But it's a couple up and so on. Got to get to know each other.
And
then
what's the
they
end
bring in
goal
people.
of it?
So the end goal is to basically come out together as a couple. So everyone votes. Like obviously all the fans vote who the best couple is. And then at the end it comes out to whoever wins, like the couple that came out. I think it's like 500,000
Okay.
cash money. And then...
Well, apparently it
But we
was a
spoke
million.
about-
It's supposed to be a mil.
Yeah.
And then they just spend another 500 on production.
One,
fixing up the
one of the
ends.
organizers pulled out.
Yeah.
One of the sponsors pulled out.
Because
so now,
it was going so badly.
so
I think
now
I
it's,
saw that somewhere.
So now it's 500.
See, that's why
apparently.
I didn't even watch the show, but I know of this show because it's just been going crazy on
everywhere.
social media.
And
Everyone's
I
just been
don't
tuning
think
it.
they care because there's more views because people are talking about how bad it is.
Yes.
More people are going
It
and
is
tuning
more
in and
views,
watching.
bro.
It
Yeah.
is.
It really is.
It literally got everybody talking. The moment that first episode came out,
Yeah.
everyone spoke.
Yeah,
Like, my
I'm not even-
Instagram was going
TikTok, bro.
crazy about
TikTok, there were videos like crazy
Yeah,
of
you
it.
see.
Yeah.
So it became
And I
a
didn't even
big-
watch the show, but I knew all this shit because it was going fucking
became
mental.
a big talking point.
When it came around, I got a whole lot of DMs on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like I was just saying, "Fuck, Cut Skolly, you got to do Love Island, you got to
Yeah.
do it." And I didn't know what the fuck it was about. And then I kind of looked about it and whatever. I was like, "Fuck, this isn't for me." But like, you know, if I was to do it, I would do it.
Yeah.
Next time, if there is one, well, I would try.
Yeah.
But I would actually go in there to like actually cause absolutely just
And you
complete
would
chaos.
beat the Joburg boot.
Yeah, I would just be there to take the absolute piss and cause chaos.
Now, speaking
Which they
of-
would probably like, bro. That's what,
exactly.
It's more entertainment, bro.
Speaking of Boot, I spoke to Jesse earlier and I said to him, I was like, let's do a little poll on Instagram and get people to ask questions about what we should chat to you about.
Yeah.
So one of the guys that I'm friends with, Brandon Latif, he's like, ask him, well, let me find it quickly. He was like, how does it feel to be the ultimate butt? His words were literally, ask him how it feels to be the
ultimate butt.
Ultimate
That was his question.
Yeah, it was that one. I think it was that question. And then it had to do with, where's this? Yeah. Ask him, how it feels to be the ultimate butt. And there was another one, does he enjoy fighting?
So to be the ultimate butt, bro, I love the butt culture, bro. I think it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's so unique. I mean, dude, I don't think you even get butts overseas like you get butts here. Like, Aaron's got like their jocks and whatever, but bro, we take the butt culture serious, Marie. I just don't play games here, bro.
It's a unique language.
Define a butt.
Bro,
let's get that definition clear because so many people don't understand what it actually entails.
A butt is just one of the boys. He likes to jewel, loves to fucking dope, loves to pull dolls.
Does he go out in a V-neck?
Huh?
Does he go out in a V-neck?
He goes out in a V-neck. Fuck it. Sometimes he goes out in a tank. And he's got to have some fucking sick-ass tribals.
He has to be wearing the tightest deranged vest.
Yeah, have to.
Deranged vest has to be super tight. All those super tight shirts that you have a big meal and your stomach's protruding out because they're so tight.
Yeah. No, it's got to be fucking tight as fuck. Bro, fresh cut. Got to have a fresh fade before you go out.
You just got a fresh cut.
Yeah, bro. I can't come on the podcast looking like shit. You know what I'm saying, my boy?
Last time you did.
I know, bro. No, I was, bro. It wasn't up to standards, boy. No, gotta have a fresh fucking cut. Bro, and you just want to get lit, bro. You just want to get lit. You want to roll.
Yeah, I was about to say, does the rolling element involve in the butt? Because I know when you go to four ways, it's boot culture in four ways.
I know,
it
it's
always
proper
is
boot culture, bro.
So there,
it's boot city, bro. It's boot city,
and
bro.
those there wanna bang in four ways.
And okay,
Plays for days, bro. Plays for days.
Do you pull the girls before the fights or after the fights?
My boy, you pull before, during, and after. Why are you rolling, my boy? You throw a couple of hooks there, you pull the doll, you throw another hook in there.
And the doll
your mate jumps in, pulls the doll and throws another hook.
And the doll is the guy's girlfriend that you're busy fighting.
Yeah, you pull her as well, bro.
Yeah, I feel like it's
and then he wants to roll you more, bro.
Four ways,
and then the other boys pull in, and everyone's just rolling, bro, and living life, bro.
Billy the bums rule, bro.
No, it's amazing, bro. It's
always a chaotic place.
And back on that word, "hey," you always know what a "hey" is,
yeah, 100%.
Dude, I had never heard that word in my goddamn life until I came to Joburg. No one in Cape Town knows what a "hey" is, bro. I remember going out rolling here in Cape Town, and Oak's like, my "hey."
Yeah.
I'm like, lekker. And then I said to him, bro, what the fuck is a "hey"?
I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
Yeah, bro.
I'm straight.
What's a "hey"? And then I found, it's another term for like butt. Apparently it's like a Lebanese word or something.
I got
some Leb friends and this and that. It's like a Lebanese word. But bro, I never heard a "hey" in my life until I came to Joe. It's such a liquor word as
"Hey"
well,
belongs, you could say "hey" belongs more to the south than the east.
Yeah.
It definitely comes from that side. Like, I'm from the West Strand. And "hey" is definitely not from the West Strand.
Yeah,
but
no one says in the north either, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in East Strand, when I'm joining that side or south, or if I'm in Kempton Park, I mean, what's a Boxburg, Nikki Beach side?
Yeah, 100%.
I hear "hey" left, right, and center.
Speaking of Nikki Beach, H2O.
Yeah.
Closed.
No, so I'm actually really good mates with the owner of Nikki Beach, Lee, and everything's just. I mean, we're going into winter now, so. They're not going to be doing anything, but as soon as summer comes, obviously COVID calms the fuck down. No, it'll be back. I still haven't even done my first H2O jaw. I'm quite upset. Never. I've been in Joburg for 4 years. I haven't done an H2O jaw.
Have you done an H2O jaw?
I did Swedish House Mafia when we were still in school.
Yeah.
Then I did H2O Africa when I was in like second year, I think.
Okay. I've never done H2O. Damn.
Yeah. I heard it's fucking.
It always looks like a good time. If it's a hot summer
looks
day,
like a fucking vibe.
Then it looks crazy. But I've actually never done.
So think about truth.
Yeah.
And then
with water.
Add daytime.
Yeah.
Add some girls in bikinis.
Yeah. And some jacked fucking boys.
Exactly. Everybody, tribal tattoo. Straight from the gym.
The best, bro. Yes. Boy, you must hit a session before you go to an outdoor party, boy. You can't rock up there and you got no muscles pumped. There's no blood going into the muscles. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
You got to train for the jaw, bro.
That's literally, I know I started obviously predominantly for rugby, but I also trained. I used to, when I was young, stupid, naive. Yeah. While I was training, I was thinking about the weekend party.
Yeah, bro, you got to look thinking,
okay, I just want to look better. I just want to impress the girls.
You got to look lekker, boy. Yeah. No, bro, you go to outdoor festival and you must do a chest session, chest and arms before. You must have chest and arms, bro. Yeah. When you're in the queue to go in, just a couple of fucking, a couple of push-ups.
And no matter what you're drinking, you always have to sniff some pre-workout before you go into the
I got to, bro. Got to have a bit of pre-workout powders.
You joke. Probably the amount of guys that actually do that. I know one of the teachers.
I've done it, I'll be honest. I haven't sniffed it, but I've definitely, drank some pre-workouts.
I mean, it's going to get you pumped for joy. I haven't done it, but I mean, it is a drug.
But the thing with the pre-workout, it just crashes you.
Yeah.
So once you start crashing, you got to get something else to pick
just
you up.
Just get drunk.
But that's like one of the teachers at school the one day that I'm good friends with there at school. He teaches science, bro. And he literally...
Don't throw him under the bus, bro.
No, I'm not throwing him.
Don't throw a boy under the bus, bro. You got to protect your boys.
But listen, bro. We're at school the one day. We're sitting in the staff room there, and he's like, he pulls out a bottle. He starts drinking, and I'm like, what is that? He goes, no. Oh, imagine.
Pre-workout.
He's taking pre-workout. And I'm like, bro, are you honestly drinking pre-workout while we're at school? Like, you're not going to gym. I mean, he does CrossFit and all of that.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, bro, I'm drinking a pre-workout. And he was buzzing the whole day. And I was like,
that is quite crazy.
That's a different change of events. That usually, teacher life is coffee.
I mean, you should just take coffee and then like some PCAAs or something.
And I had a good laugh. I was like, now this is something interesting. I've never... Like for the jaw, different story.
The issue though with pre-workouts is you start getting tingly and stuff.
That's the thing.
You take too much,
Yeah, but you need it. Like I know when I start tingling, I'm like, okay, I need to get in the gym now, so I can start sweating and I can feel it wearing off.
Do you folks remember Jack 3D?
I never took it, but
my fuck, bro, that was the holy grail of pre-workouts back in the day, boy. You're at varsity, bro. We'll go to varsity, finish, and then we'll go straight to the gym and we'll have our Jack 3D. We all excited, we pump our Jack. Bro, that shit was crazy.
Bro, so when it got discontinued, Oaks used to sell little sachets with like servings in it. Yeah. It was like selling cocaine in these little baggies. And Oaks would literally sell like 20 Rand a serving of Jack 3D because it had been discontinued. So Oaks went and like undercover somehow, obviously some excess stock, got a tub, paid like 250 Rand back then for the tub. Yeah. Then you're selling like 100 servings for $20.
Yeah,
then you
bro.
make your money back tenfold.
Crazy, bro.
I never took
that shit was amazing, bro. Apparently it got discontinued. I don't know if this is the right story or if you heard the story, but apparently it got discontinued because there were 2 guys in the military who died from taking it. But they were apparently they took 5 scoops. Hey, how do you take 5 scoops? It says, I think the max was 2.
Jeez.
Or maybe even just 1
small
scoop.
Amount because it was strong.
I think it was, it was very concentrated. I think it was 1 scoop, maybe 2 max. These guys were banging 5 scoops, bro. 5 heap scoops and they died. No shit, you're gonna fucking die, bro. Yeah. Like it says on panadas or whatever, you take 2 panadas, you don't take 20. Yeah. So like, you can't blame that on Jack 3D. Yeah. Like, I don't know, in my opinion, it's like they didn't adhere to the regulations.
They did bring out a new one, but the new one was
it wasn't like the original, bro. I had the new one after, wasn't the same, bro. Yeah. I don't know, they probably put crystal meth in that shit, bro. That shit, bro, I remember taking that cuck for the first time with a mate, hitting a chest session, and then we went home, and then we're like, fuck, bro, let's go do arms, bro. Bang another thing, go do arms, bro. Fuck it, bro.
Was it not cocaine?
Sorry?
Was it not cocaine?
Fuck, bro. There could have been cocaine in there, bro.
That's maybe why it was actually bad.
Yeah. No,
there's probably some like tracer elements in there that like they tested it again and they're like, okay, we need to take this shit off the shelf right now.
Because I don't know if you remember that documentary, Bigger, Stronger, Faster.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, that was such a fucking great documentary. It was so well done. And then in that whole thing, they talk about supplements and proprietary blend.
Yeah.
And if you say proprietary blend, they actually cannot look at what that is because that's
your
secret
stuff.
Yeah, it's a secret signature and then you're going to give it away.
Okay.
So the problem with that is you could be putting fucking crystal meth of coke in there because that's your proprietary blend, but they're not allowed to investigate that.
Yeah, imagine.
So, yeah, bro. Who knows what was in Jack 3D, bro?
Jeez. Guys, in closing, I want to bring up something I want to discuss.
Yes.
So I saw a post about LeBron James' annual salary. It was like $54 million. Then they brought up the women's NBA salary.
Yeah.
And it was like $50,000.
Oh, this is going to be interesting to talk about.
$50,000.
Yeah.
So
how much was LeBron's?
It was like 50 million.
Yeah.
So whatever it was, obviously in the millions and then in the tens of thousands.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was in 100,000.
Yeah.
So the someone posted it and they were saying like how wrong it is that males get paid so much more. But from my point of view and my my business mindset is which gets more views.
Dude, it's all has to do with business.
Males get more views, so the sponsors pay more. Because they're paying for the views. They're not paying for the individual or saying males are better. Yes. They're saying in this activity, because it just happens to be men's, but because of the men's get more views, we pay them more.
It's a business, dude. It's a business. Football, rugby, whatever the fuck. It's a sport, but at the end of the day, it is a business. Yeah. And I actually saw there was he's like some feminist TikToker that I follow, but like not like feminazi as I call them, like a proper like original feminist, you know. And she was discussing and saying exactly the same thing I'm going to say now. It's a business. At the end of the day, dude, I know I have no chick friends. I've got a lot of chick friends. I have no chick friends who watch fucking sports. Okay? Yeah. You do get girls who follow sports, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, it's a business. Yeah. And if more people are watching men's football, you know, you're going to make more fucking money. At the end of the day, that's it, period. It has nothing to do with, you know, and also if women want to pull that card, then why aren't you going and filling up the stadiums then and supporting your females and getting them, you know, to make more money? Like, we are entitled to watch whatever we want, and men and females watch more male sports. Watch the football World Cup. I mean, the FIFA World Cup is the most watched sport in the world. Like, it's like overwhelms the American NFL football. Like, the FIFA Football World Cup is just fucking, it's the pinnacle of sports, you know? And you know, if females feel that way, you know, then why aren't they going out and supporting women's football? And all of them going, like, how, I mean, you go to a pub on the weekend, the pub will be full of guys just watching sports. That's what guys do. Guys watch sports. Yeah. You know, and if girls feel that women need to be paid more, then women need to go watch more sports.
No, I agree. Look, I believe, yes, the money is a little bit shy though. Like, I understand the whole, it is a business, you know, that's how it is at the end of the day. I do feel like, yes, there could be a little bit more money involved in the female side. Like you say, I mean, you're going, 50 million, 54 million for LeBron, and the other chicks getting 200,000.
Is that straight up from NBA, or is that including his sponsors?
I think it's general income from everything.
Yeah, from sponsors.
So I could be lying about the numbers, but it was something like it was.
Did you see that he's got shoe deals as well?
It was more than a tenth less.
It makes sense. It does make sense at the end of the day. Like, your analogy on it, I fully understand it. I do feel like, a little bit more money, you know, wouldn't hurt. To give the,
but at the end of the day, these women are still making far more money than the average human.
Exactly. At the end of the day, all your sportswomen are making more money than what I make
in my
lifetime. They put, like, you know, any salary that I will ever earn to shame just by, you know, doing whatever sport they do.
Exactly, dude.
So at the end of the day, and they still live a good lifestyle. They live in a nice house. They can drive a nice car. Yes, they'll pick up their sponsor deals, get their sponsors, all of that stuff, you know. So at the end of the day, they do still make more money than...
They do still make money.
What majority of South Africa.
Yeah, and it's a business, man. It's a business. It works with how many people are getting involved and who's interested. And, you know, same with TV shows or singers or anything. Whoever's bringing in more is going to get more. Yeah. That's it. It has nothing to do with, you know, women's... Like, people are against women and hate women. No, fuck. People can do whatever they want, but it's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100%.
That's it.
100%.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on. That was sick.
Fucking always a pleasure, man.
Thanks, Jess.
To the next 100 after this.
The last one. All your beers are done, bro.
I know, bro. I have to go get a takeaway somewhere.
The last podcast in the studio, so we'll have to do another one in the new studio.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you very much.
With the new Spotify deal.
Yeah, the 100 million Spotify deal. It's because I'm male, I'll get more. I wish.
Like,
sweet guys, thank you very much.
Sweet boy. Pleasure as always.
Yeah.